Welcome to a DSP video. We'll be enduring the king as always. Now, in the first part of this video, if you didn't catch it, unfortunately, I did not have an alcoholic friend with me, so I could not really get drunk while I watched Ask the King. So I decided to go near my local alcohol place, and I got Not Your Father's Vanilla Cream Ale. I saw this and I was like, hey man, I like vanilla sometimes, and I might as well try it in beer form. I also have another beer in the refrigerator. It's whatever, but they said plugs going fuck. So there you go. There's that. I have other beer. It's Rosemary's Baby. Got that, but this is Not Your Father's Vanilla Cream Ale. I am streaming this, so I will be looking at chat as well. So that's why I'm a little divided a little bit. And for those watching the stream, I'm sorry if it gets laggy or whatever, or my bit rates just start dropping like flies or whatever. I'm sorry. I don't know. I haven't streamed in a long ass time. So let's try this beer. Let's see if it's any good. Oh, that is really good actually. It's not the kind of beer I would have like a lot of. I would only have maybe like one bottle here and there, but I would not drink a lot of it. It's very sweet, like vanilla, obviously. But it's really good. It's really good. You do taste the alcohol, so that might be pretty dope. So there you go. Let's go to the timestamps. Here he says the first question.
Okay.
The question is thoughts on the Xbox One X Scorpio Edition pre-orders selling out instantly, and the point of a PS4 Pro Xbox One X. The Xbox One X is just that. This is called the Xbox One X. This is Cleo's cat. Cleo is a fucking rabbit. She's a bunny, okay? She has the fucking ears. She has a tail, a little fluffy tail. Come on. The Xbox One X is a fucking enhanced version of the Xbox One. That's really all it is. And the reason why it's selling is because people want 4K gaming. They want 4K. You know, that's why it's there. It's for people who want to get a visual upgrade for their hardware. It's not for everyone. If you have an Xbox One and you're happy with it, then you don't really need to upgrade. You can just keep it and then just, you know, use it and all that. The reason why it's selling out quickly is probably because they might not have made a lot of them, or that a lot of people just want the Xbox One X to get like a better enhancement for their games and all that. The point of the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X is obviously just to get more power. There's really nothing crazy about it. It plays the same games regardless. It's not like you'll get different games, but if you want a more powerful system, there you go. That's my answer.
So the next question is from Dooley. And Dooley says,
By the way, Cleo's name is spelled K-L-E-O. K-L-E-O, guys, not C-L-E-O. I've been seeing that in the chat. That's not how you spell her name.
Actually, he has two questions, I believe. He says, Phil, recently the Xbox One X pre-orders went live. Apparently the Day 1 Scorpio Edition is already sold out everywhere. What is your view on the way the console market is evolving? Do you think there's any point in having a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X console? Let me put it this way.
Let me put it in some perspective.
Let me put it this way. I'm not against having an upgraded version of a console sold or whatever. If anything, though, the people who really should be angry aren't the people who maybe are, oh, I didn't get a PS4 or an Xbox One at launch, and now I finally can afford it.
Oh, he's gonna say that people who already bought those consoles should be angry that those consoles are, newer or whatever. But the thing with that is, you could have that mentality with every single console generation. Like, you could buy a PS3 at launch and then when you have PS4, it's like, oh my god, guys, why couldn't the PS4 be the PS3? You know, it just kind of doesn't make sense. What? You see something weird? It probably isn't me. What? Sorry, some weird stuff's going on in the chat, but yeah, that's probably what he's saying, and that that makes no sense because no matter what, whenever you buy a computer or any technology, it's already outdated the day you buy it because technology is ever growing. So when I bought the PS4, I knew there was going to be a PS5. When they announced the PS4 Pro, I was like, "Oh man, that sucks." I mean, I would have liked to have that extra power, but if I still am able to play the games that I want to play on my PS4, then I have no issues to complain. Like, it's not like when you look at the new 3DS, like, oh, that can only play certain amount of games. That can only play, like, the new 3DS plays a lot of games exclusively for it, while the 3DS cannot. Like, they re-released SNES games on the new 3DS that cannot be played on the old 3DS, which I don't know, doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. That kind of shit would suck. But if you buy a PS4 Pro and the games on the PS4 Pro can also be played on the PS4, why fucking bother?
And now the version that's out is a better version. I could buy a better version with better graphics or whatever. Those people are actually in the good situation. People who are screwed over here are people who bought the original consoles and basically got what I guess now would be considered an underpowered version.
They're not screwed over because they're still able to play games that they want to play. Like, I'm still able to play Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That came out like last week. And I'm able to play that. I don't have to sit there and be like, "Oh man, I can't play it because it's on the PS4 Pro." You know, it makes no sense. Hey Thea, don't forget to clean your chat. Oh, cat. Cleo's not a cat!
You know, it was supposed to be a next generation console, right? I'm pretty sure that when PS4 and Xbox One first launched, that if they already had plans to probably release a future upgraded version of these consoles. And that ain't right, you know, and let's face it, if you
They always are thinking about new hardware. What about the PlayStation 5? That's gonna come out. Or are you gonna sit there and be like, well, the fucking PlayStation 5 is bullshit because people who buy a PS4 Pro now are gonna be screwed over because they'll be out of the loop with the PlayStation 5. It's fucking dumb to complain about that. No, she's not a cat, Wes. No.
look at games that are running on the PS4 and Xbox One, the vanilla versions, a lot of these games just don't live up to expectations. They don't. Some of them aren't 1080p. In fact, a hell of a lot of them aren't 1080p.
Some of them are not 1080p. A lot of PS4 games are 1080p. A lot of them are. And some of them are also 1080p and 60 frames. I mean, those are like minimum. There's like a small amount, sure, but there are 1080p and 60 frames. But at the same time, when you're playing fucking console, let's be real, guys. Let's put it in perspective, okay? Let's be real. When you buy a console, you're not fucking buying it to play 60 frames at 1080p or the best resolution. If you want that, you're gonna go to a PC.
1080p, which is ridiculous. Tons of them, most of them are not above 30 frames per second. Most of them can't even run a consistent 30 frames per second. It's just laughable.
What? I'm not even... Okay, that's the dumbest fucking shit. Oh, well, they can't even run at 30 frames per second. No, I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit on that.
That this was supposed to be the next wave, right? And it couldn't even be close to what was already available easily and readily on PC. And you couldn't get consistent experiences on your consoles. Like, you would buy...
This guy does not know shit about technology at all.
Play it, and this game runs great, and then you buy another game and the game runs like shit because the game developers didn't consistently do a good job of making games that would perform good on each console. So, that's really shit, in my opinion. If you ran out, you were an early...
But I love how he said in the last part, in the first part, he said that consoles are getting close to PCs because of all the bugs and issues games have. So, with games that are running at perfect frame rates, does that mean that that is basically a PC then?
Adapter, and you bought the original versions of these consoles or whatever, and you got the shaft because you didn't get what you wanted out of it, and now
I have a PS4. I have the vanilla PlayStation 4, and I'm fucking happy with it. I'm able to play games on it, and that's all I do on it. It can run Skullgirls, it can run Street Fighter, it could run Tekken 7, it could run any game. Any game that I want to play, it runs it, so I'm happy with it. I don't fucking need, 4K or whatever. Whatever.
Now they're selling another console that promises to get delivered to you what you were looking for at launch of those other consoles. You got the shaft. It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
For me, all right.
For me,
I personally don't see any reason why I would need either a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X. Now, why? Because
you made a Patreon goal for a PlayStation 4 Pro. You made a Patreon goal for it. Did you forget? Did you forget about that? You probably forgot. You probably forgot about it.
because I am playing on my 1080p TV. I have no plans until this TV dies. I have no plans on going out and buying another TV that's 4K and all that.
He also made a goal for that, but the thing as well that people might want to buy a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X to invest in to buy those consoles is also that if they do see themselves buying a 4K TV, they already have a console that plays 4K that can utilize 4K TV. The PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X can also run on 1080p TVs just fine. So people would probably buy those consoles and be like, okay, I'm going to buy this in the, just so that whenever I upgrade to a 4K TV, I don't have to buy the TV and then buy a 4K PlayStation 4 immediately as well. Like, they already paid half of that time, and then they'll have an easier time saving up for that TV. Why would you buy a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro at the same time? Unless you have that kind of money. Unless you have that kind of money, okay, fine. But it would be a little bit more financially better to buy the cheapest thing first, which would probably be the PlayStation 4 Pro. Buy that first, and then, save up for the 4K TV, and then all you have to do is buy a 4K TV or a 4K monitor, as Soul Rider said. And Wes says that he has a 4K TV but not PS4 Pro. It can go the other way as well. You might get the 4K TV before the Pro, but I don't know. I just don't think that people would buy I just think it's a lot of money to buy a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Because you might want to buy a PS4 Pro first, and then wait for the TV to drop, because the TV might drop to a better price.
And I'll be honest here.
I'll be honest.
We don't have games that consistently run well at just 1080p. What in the holy hell makes gamers think that just because you bought a better powered console with better hardware inside, that game developers are going to be able to develop now 4K resolution games that are going to run great? Like, if there's no evidence...
Well, who knows? What if they could? What if they couldn't? Who knows? But the one thing you could probably say about the PS4 Pro is that it's probably going to be a lot faster than the PS4.
Something, why would you just believe it because of hype? And that's what I don't understand. Like, the Xbox One X fucking pre-orders sold out immediately everywhere. Every time they go up, they sell out immediately. Dude, these people are going to get these consoles on day one, and they're going to play games that are either going to look the same as they fucking did on original Xbox One, or slightly improved with maybe a little bit more frame rate, a little bit more graphical detail or whatever. And then they're going to finally go to play the 4K game, and it's going to run at 15 frames per second.
Yeah. It's gonna run at 15 frames, sure. But I love how the guy who is shitting on people for buying into the hype also bought the PS4 VR, the PlayStation VR, before it came out. And he's telling us that people are falling in for the hype. And I've said this before, it's the fucking sour grapes, sour grapes. It's sour grapes. See, that's why I'm also kind of triggered when he tries to tell us that, trying to use the term sour grapes, but he misuses it completely. He doesn't understand the meaning of it. Sour grapes is that if you can't get something, you will try to devalue that thing. Like what he's doing. Since he cannot afford a PS4 Pro or an Xbox One X, instead of just saying, well, I can't afford it, whatever, he is trying to tell himself, well, the Xbox One X, it might look nicer a little bit, maybe, but it's not going to run at the 60 frames I want. Oh, it's the hype. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Trying to kind of validate his situation. Trying to act as if, since he can't get it, that it sucks. I guarantee if he was making bank, he would go out and buy an Xbox One X. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It would be the same thing with the PS4 Pro, same thing. He did the same fucking shit with the with Apple, with the iPads. Oh, everyone's buying iPads, all for the hype and blah 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 blah. And guess what he buys? A fucking iPad.
Complain. That's your fault. Like, there's no evidence
The
whatsoever
PS4
right
will
now
save the-
that game developers can develop a consistent 4K experience on a console. If they can't do it for 1080p, if they can't even make the games 1080p, what the fuck makes you think they're going to make a game 4K and a good gaming experience? Like, I seriously expect.
Look at these cheers, man. $200, 200-bit
that-
cheer.
I seriously expect.
I seriously expect.
Seriously.
I seriously expect.
that
I
it's going to
seriously.
be a situation where these consoles are not going to be massively underperforming. They are. They're massively underperforming. They're not going to be any good. I seriously, I believe that. Okay.
I seriously believe that.
These
I-
consoles are going to underperform.
Oh my
and are
god.
not-
This is. Oh my god, this was me yesterday when I was trying to eat my dinner while doing this video. I'm sure if I look back at it, I'm gonna cringe at it, but the whole time I lost my train of thought because I was also streaming that part as well, and I was eating, so I was kind of getting lost in thought. But this fucking guy is doing this for a living, by the way, and he's just like saying that like, yeah, I believe. Seriously, I seriously believe, seriously believe, I seriously believe that consoles, seriously, are gonna, seriously, not going to perform. Seriously, okay? I believe that. Consoles. And it's just distracting. It's so fucking distracting. Focus on the fucking answer, then look at the chat. Why is he constantly looking at the chat like... It's like he's reading, like, it's like people in his chat are telling him, like, their personal secrets or something. Like, oh, Phil, we got your fucking address. He's like...
Not going to be doing what they expect. And you're going to have people running out, oh my god, I got to get on the early adopter hype or whatever, right? Early adopter hype. I
Early
really
adopter
feel
hype.
that's the case. I do. I don't think that's
Early adopter hype, Phil over here with when he bought the PS4 VR day one.
to be consistent. I think that people are going to be disappointed. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Good, I mean, good on them.
I
If
could be wrong.
they actually release this console, this Xbox One X, and it ends up being an amazing gameplay experience, and it ends up being full 4K, gorgeous graphics, 60 frames per second, running gorgeous. Fine, but I don't see it. I don't think, realistically, I don't think that that's going to happen at all. I don't think that it will. I think that it's going to be very underperforming. But that's just
Who the fuck is gonna like go into the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X expecting like god-blowing graphics? It's a fucking Xbox One. Obviously, it's not gonna go outside the parameters of what's already established because it's not a full generation of evolution. It's whatever.
based off of previous
Excuse me.
experience from seeing what these developers have already done on console.
I mean, it's like the console version of what a remaster is. A remaster isn't something that is a completely different game or remade. It's just, oh, we released it on better hardware. It's gonna have like a little bit sharper graphics. We ironed out some of the issues, but it won't it won't be like a massively different game.
All right.
Blowing graphics.
Thank you for a couple cheers. Your boy Bob did a 10-bit cheer, and Hey Boss Posse did a 200-bit cheer. I guess that some internet is being flaky today. People are saying that I guess my stream is choppy or whatever. I apologize.
Oh shit, his
My
stream is
modem's not
choppy.
resetting. It's not a DDoS attack or anything like that. It may just be some flakiness of internet. So if you're watching live on stream and it's chopping up,
Wes, what the fuck, man? I'm here and you post fish, and then some Twitter person says dinosaur head, and then you say bunny ears, and then you mention me. That's it, man. Fucking Wes. There, hope you like my tweet. It's a good one. So let's continue.
I apologize. I have nothing I can do about that, but it is what it is. All
I
right.
like how you said that. If his
Shout out
whatever.
to Rabo806 who just
Whatever.
subscribed to the channel for the second month. Thank you. Okay. So the next question from Dooley was, which game has impressed you the most this year, and which one was a complete disappointment?
Okay, so the question is, which game has impressed me the most and disappointed me the most this year so far? So far, the game that impressed me is Persona 5. That game, what is going on, guys? Oh, talking about Wes. Okay. Um, yeah, Persona 5 is my most is the game that most impressed me because I went into I bought Persona 5 thinking, oh, I'm not gonna like Persona 5 because I don't like JRPGs, I don't like turn-based games at all. I like real time. I like that because I always thought turn-based was kind of dumb, whatever. But after I played Persona 5, I loved it. I fucking loved it, and I kept playing it, and I measure shows and movies and games like this. If I can go back and play it from start to finish, like finish it and then I go right back into it and I still get the same level of enjoyment as I did the first time, then that means that the thing is really good. Like the fourth season of Korra, not a lot of people loved it, but I've seen that season like a few times back to back, and I loved it. I loved it all the same. Same with Little Witch Academia. I've been kind of going through that again to prepare myself for making the review of it, and I still like it as I did it the first time. So Persona 5 is that game. I beat it once, and now I'm going back into it, and I'm just like, and I'm loving it again. It's like, because some things I might have missed, before I didn't give a shit about confidants. I did not really do a lot of I think I like maxed 3 confidants in that game entirely, maybe 4, and Igor if you don't want to count that, whatever. But those are the only ones I maxed. Now I'm going in, I'm like, okay, this time I'm gonna try to max out more than like 4 people. This time I'm gonna go into more fucking confidants and really delve into the game's combat. And I also upped the fucking difficulty as well. I'm doing it on hard this time, so I can fucking get a challenge. I did it on normal the first time, so I'm going back in hard. The game that most disappointed me this year. Oh, I think there was one. Had to be. There had to have been. There was one that did disappoint me. I just had to think about it. Oh, what came out this year? Hmm. Man, I don't really know. I don't even remember. I don't remember what game that I played that I was disappointed with. It's either I didn't play one that was disappointing or it didn't really stand out to me. I don't know. I'll try to think about it, but I don't remember. I don't remember, man.
Um, I would say that impressed me the most this year would probably be um,
Um,
Sonic Mania. And I know that's crazy to say. Sonic Mania blew
Sonic
me away.
Mania.
I had no
I liked Near Disappointed. What? Okay. Lie fucking call out. I'm gonna call out Dogsplay. He said something fucking dumb. You got an idiot in the fucking chat. Fucking idiot in the chat telling me that Near Automata disappointed me. Wow, I love Near Automata. I love that game. It's a great game. That is like a tie for Game of the Year. Injustice 2 after Darkseid skullfucked the meta. Whatever. No. But Sonic Mania? I like Sonic Mania. I played that game. I liked it. I'm not a huge Sonic fan myself, but I like that game. But I don't know. The stage I'm on right now, I hate it. I don't really like the stage that I'm on. It's really boring. The music's kind of dull. The stage is dull. I liked Studiopolis. I liked Chemical City. Uh, there's a few things I liked. Um, so I don't really know. I don't really know what disappointed me, but I don't really think Sonic Mania is that good. I mean, it's good. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's a good game for what it's worth, but I don't know.
Expectations for Sonic Mania, and the reason I had no expectations was because Sonic 4, which is what Sonic Mania really is. Sonic 4 came out years ago and was incredibly disappointing. It just didn't have that classic feel of like a classic Sonic game. It didn't seem to have the kind of awesome gameplay mechanics of the original Sonics. It didn't have a retro feel, and it was released episodically, which really killed the game in my opinion.
Yeah, that
And a lot
did
of people
kill
were
it.
very
Make it
disappointed with Sonic
episodic.
4, me being
Like
one of
why?
them.
Like why did Sega make Sonic 4 episodic? That to me is kind of dumb. It should have been one full release. I don't know why they did it episodically. That was kind of dumb.
Sonic Mania is exactly what you're looking for. It's the original graphics, so you get throwback, kind of 16-bit graphics and stuff like that. You get great gameplay, great high level, the same kind of classic gameplay that you have felt from back in the day. It's that kind of thing. It's a throwback to that. So in that regard, I love Sonic Mania. And I think is, again, I had no expectations for it, knowing how bad Sonic 4 was, and then it ended up being amazing, like a really good game. All right.
People liked Sonic Generations as well.
Yeah, Sonic Mania would be the game that probably surprised me and ended up being one of the best so far this year. A game that ended up being super disappointing this year.
Just say Agents of Mayhem.
See, the problem is I don't have all the games sitting in front of me here. What
Agents
I'm looking
of
right now is
Mayhem.
I'm looking at
Agents
my
of Mayhem.
gaming schedule.
Agents
and
of
kinda looking
Mayhem.
through all the games that I
Agents
played.
of Mayhem.
I would have to probably say Mass Effect Andromeda. I think we
Mass
all were
Effect
looking
Andromeda. Yeah,
for a
okay.
game.
Pick the low hanging fruit on that one. Like, I mean, sure, it could be people's disappointing game, but there were more. I mean, he could have just said Agents of Mayhem. That would have been more like unique. Mass Effect Andromeda is like the fucking punching bag of the internet. Everyone hated that game. No, not one person liked it. It was so hated that I don't even think anyone gave a fuck about it. I mean, the fucking game died. The support died for it. But whatever.
Game that was going to be on the level of the other games in the Mass Effect franchise, the original trilogy, and I think we can all collectively agree that Mass Effect Andromeda did not live up to any of the quality standards of the original trilogy, whether it was story.
I like how he brings up the original trilogy, but everyone fucking hated Mass Effect 3. Like, mostly the ending of it. I never played Mass Effect 3. I didn't really care about Mass Effect, to be honest. I played the first one, got bored with it, never went back to it. So, there you go. Ooh, excuse me.
Graphics, gameplay, all of it was kind of like subpar. Things that they took out cooperative, like you can't control your fucking teammates. That was like 90% of the fun of the fucking combat of the original two games is when you could do combo attacks with your teammates and upgrade
The original two games, but there's 3. What?
Work together and have these combo things, and they took it out. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with Mass Effect Andromeda, dude. And of course, the game tanked, and basically the game now is done. They've already announced that they've completely cut off development for it. There'll be no more patches. There's not going to be any more, no DLC, nothing. The game is completely and utterly done. And internally, the studio, BioWare said, we're not working on another Mass Effect game. So they might have actually tanked the entire fucking franchise with Mass Effect Andromeda, if you can believe it.
That's kind of shitty, to be honest. Like, I don't see why Andromeda was the one game that was able to sink the entire franchise. That's kind of dumb to me, but at the same time, Mass Effect 3 was supposed to be the final Mass Effect game. The end. That was the end of it. So, let's let it end.
Shit, man. Alright. These next few questions are from Nick.
Okay, I'm gonna put this guy on blast in my own fucking chat. Mega Mike 15, he says that I don't like Stussy. Stussy is from Little Witch Academia, by the way, and I like Stussy. She's fucking awesome. She fucking experiments on Akko all the time. She has a very funny demeanor. She's fucking hilarious. She's the best character. The only character I might not like is fucking the one with the glasses. The third friend of Akko, her name Lolly or something. Lottie or Lotte or whatever. Starts with an L. She fucking sucks. She fucking sucks because she's not terrible, but I didn't really care for her. If she were to leave the show forever, I probably would not notice that she left.
4-0. First question. This is can you explain what you mean when you say you want to put your debt into your mortgage? How does that work?
A debt question. Explanation of debt consolidation, dude. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna do a live stream only poll. Should I cover this fucking question? I'm gonna put it in the poll below. Should I cover the debt question? Yes, bitch. No, fucker. Open poll. Let's see. Let's see what comes in, baby. We got one no. One no. So there we go. We got one nay. Two nays. Alright, that's good enough for me. We're skipping it! Let's see. Oh, I have to like fucking manually do it because he didn't put the timestamp correctly. That's great. Oh, look, 11 minutes, 353 seconds. That makes sense.
Gameplay every day. Like, if I'll be honest, if I was be one thing, gameplay every day with score. There you go.
Wow, the timestamp was
Second
wrong.
question: how do you manage to do gameplay every day without getting burnt out?
Okay, so how do I manage to create gameplay every day and not get burnt out? Well, he has to fucking do. Well, that's why I fucking You know what? Fuck it. We're doing the debt question. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Next few questions are from Nick. Nick2440.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
This is what. Can you explain what you mean when you say you want to put your debt into your mortgage? How does that work? This is a very financial question. Some of you might not care, but right now I have equity in this house. Right now, what I paid for this house when I bought it was far less than what the house is worth right now. Now, what that means is that I have what's considered equity. I have some value in the house.
Look, I just don't get why his fucking fans are interested in this shit. Who fucking cares? Can you tell me how to pay my bills, Phil? Phil, how do you pay your bills? Phil, tell me what consolidation means. Phil, what's liquidation mean? Phil, if you do this financial mumbo jumbo, what does that mean, in English? Tell me everything about your personal life, about your finances. Please, Phil, tell me about your finances.
On it, there's some value. So what I could look to do is refinance my mortgage on this home, and it's going to increase the amount of debt in the mortgage. But what I could do is take some of the other debt that I have, like for example, some of the credit cards.
Okay, why would you want to make the mortgage debt higher? Why?
Have and wrap them into the mortgage at a much lower interest rate than what I'm paying on the credit cards. Okay, and what that would do is it would reduce my total monthly payments that I have to pay for everything.
Oh, okay.
And it would actually help my credit score because when you
Excuse
have
me.
credit card debt, that's seen as bad debt, and that hurts your credit score. Mortgages actually is seen as good debt because it's an installment loan, kind of. It's not what they call oh god, not rotating debt. I can't. There's a word for it. You know, credit card is considered debt on debt because every month it recalculates the amount of money you owe and generates interest. The mortgage, you agreed to pay a certain amount of interest on your mortgage at, you know, if you have a fixed rate mortgage like I do, when you closed, and therefore you're only going to pay that certain amount of interest over time. It's considered good debt versus
But,
credit card.
But you know, I heard someone tell me that when they bought their house and they were paying a mortgage, they did not get a fixed rate. They got like, you know, whatever, and they were saying that they were so happy that they did that without doing the fix. And this was, I think, before the house market crash. That was way before that. So they were able to get like a good mortgage on their house, and they're able to get, you know, be able to pay it off pretty well. And they were saying like the reason why it was good for them was their fixed rate could always fluctuate. It could always go up or down depending on the market, the values or whatever. There would be stuff like that I don't fucking know. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know shit.
Card could just go like this and keep going up and
I'm
up.
not gonna pretend I know what I'm talking about with
minimum
this.
payments on a credit card, you may never pay it off, or it could take like 30, 40 years to pay off a credit card. Revolving debt. Thank you, Oaks Fin Mojo. Revolving. That's the word I was looking for. So, optimally, what I would like is if I could stay in this home for, like, say, you know, 3 more years. Hopefully, the home value will continue to increase. This year, I actually found out it stayed the same. But
More
in
testing.
this part of the country, home values are actually going
What the
up.
fuck? What
so
the
if I can
fuck's-
stay here for like 2-3 more years, and the home value goes up even more, and as I'm slowly paying down all my other debts, hopefully I can refinance the house. Excuse me. I can refinance the house and get some of that terrible revolving debt into the mortgage, and it'll help me out tremendously. Lower monthly payments and better credit score. There you go. Second question: how do you manage to do gameplay every day without getting burnt out? Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not. It would be one thing if like I was doing the same kind of gameplay every day. Like if I'll be honest, if I was one of these guys, I only play first-person shooters, so I gotta play Call of Duty every day. I only play fighting games, so I have to play whatever the hot fighting game is right now, and that's all I do is fighting games. I would be burnt out, 100%. I'll tell you, I would be. But because I play such a
Oh,
wide
what the fuck? You moved on
variety of
to
games.
what?
That's
When did this happen?
why I don't. But because I do is I only. I was. How do you manage to do gameplay every day without
Wow,
getting burnt out? Well,
what the fuck?
I mean,
That fucking tweet shit is distracted me. I'm a professional, guys. How do I manage a great gameplay every day without getting and not get burnt out? Well, he has to play every day anyway. For me, how would I apply that question to me though? Because I don't do gameplay every day. I don't know. Maybe I could apply it to me volunteering in Simsbury because it's very easy. It's very easy to get burnt out as an EMT to be honest. But I kind of get through it. I guess I don't know. I don't know, man.
the thing is, it's not. It would be one thing if like I was doing the same kind of gameplay every day. Like if I'll be honest, if I was one of these guys, I only play first-person shooters, so I gotta play Call of Duty every day. I only play fighting games, so I have to play whatever the hot fighting game is right now, and that's all I do is fighting games. I would be burnt out.
But all he does is play new releases, though. That's all he does. So he is a one-trick pony. The only thing is that, oh, well, each game is different that it comes out. But the thing is, he's still playing games, like, new games every day. That's still, like, a thing. That's a gimmick of his, is that he plays the new releases, or whatever. That could also you could also get burned out from that. Because you're still playing video games. It's fucking dumb. He is burnt out. I guarantee he's fucking burnt out on playing video games. That's why his commentary has gone so lazy. Over the years, his commentary has gotten so bad that it's just he's burnt out. You cannot convince me he's not burnt out. He's fucking burnt on playing video games.
100%, I'll tell you, I would be. But because I play such a wide variety of games, that's why I don't really get burnt out. It allows me to stay fresh and not get tired of what I do for a living. Just to give you an example, think about this week.
No perspective.
I played Sonic Mania, an old school 2D platformer. I played Agents of Mayhem, a kind of generic grindy third-person shooter. I played Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, a
third-person shooter.
Platforming, adventuring, parkour with a little bit of gunplay style game with amazing graphics and a good narrative, right? Tonight, I'll be playing Danganronpa 2, a visual novel.
Danganronpa 2!
Right? Tomorrow, I'll be playing Call of Duty World War II Beta, which is a freaking totally... See what I mean? In 1 week, I'm doing such a wide variety of stuff. It's hard. I wouldn't get burned out. If I was doing the same thing every day, yeah.
But, like, that does sound like the same, though. Like... Sonic Mania is the only thing that's different because it's a fucking 2D sprite game. That's pretty cool. I liked it. I like the game, as I said, but Agents of Mayhem still a third-person shooter, whatever, generic game. Uncharted Lost Legacy, as much as I love that game, it's still a generic third-person shooter because you're doing the same fucking shit regardless. Yeah, oh yeah, there's puzzles in it and there's some platforming. But, like, the core gameplay of it is stuff that you've done before. You've done that before. You've done Uncharted before. There's 4 fucking Uncharted games. You've done Uncharted.
Sometimes, if I am doing the same style of game consistently for a long period of time, I do kind of get burnt out. That's why, earlier this year, I played Dark Souls 1, did a redemption run. Then... I played the Dark Souls 3 DLC. I also played Neo. And then
wow, what a fucking variety. Dark Souls 1, and then you play Dark Souls 3. Huge variety, guys, because Dark Souls 1 and 3 are completely different games. Okay.
I did a Dark Souls 2
Oh, Dark Souls 2. Wow, variety.
Scholar of the First Sin run, where I did a totally different build than the first time I did, my original Dark Souls 2 run. I do not want to play any games like that anytime soon. I've played way too much of that
What
style
the
of game
fuck,
this
dude?
year
What the fuck was that? Let's see that again.
than the first time I did, my original Dark Souls 2 run. I do not want to play any games like that anytime soon. I've played way too much of that style of game.
Oh my god, that is so fucking weird. I don't want to what the fuck, man? What? Oh man, that dude, I swear he does that shit because his fans are because he does it for children that are watching him. Oh, and RX 93 Gundam subscribed saying, "Hi Phil, long-time fan. It was just my birthday, and I turned 13. I got some money for my birthday and will be donating it to you, to your Patreon. Thanks for the laughs, Phil. You deserve the world." Okay, that sounds like a fucking troll sub. Look at that. He spells Patreon like pay Treon, like okay, whatever. And then he says, "You deserve the world." Like, I don't know, that sounds like a troll to me. But fucking he got birthday money, dude. DSP got birthday money.
All right, and seriously, I'm just like so burnt out from it that I gotta stay away from it. I know right now, if a new Dark Souls-esque game were to come out and I were to play it, I would rage and I would be frustrated.
Oh, bull fucking shit. He would play that new Dark Souls game so fucking fast. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Oh, I'd be so burnt out on it. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, alright.
That's why I'm happy with this hardcore gaming season. It's completely different styles of games that are coming out. So that's the difference here is that, why don't I get burnt out? Because I diversify myself to doing many.
I diversify myself. Like I play Ultra Street Fighter 2 every Sunday. That's variety.
The other cool thing is, yes, every day I live stream.
Oh, shout out to Sickies in the chat saying that I look pretty dapper today. Thank you.
Every day I'm playing games, but I also do things like Ask the King. I do things like DSP Tries It. I do things like the Week in Preview. So I do a variety of stuff. It's not like every single stream or session I'm also doing the exact same thing. And I like doing that variety of stuff for that sake. If I just did the same thing 24/7, I would be burnt the fuck out, and that's why I'm not. It says, what do you think has been your best and worst year on YouTube? I mean, see, that's...
Oh, here we go. Best and worst year on YouTube. The best year for me... I don't know, I don't really have any best or worst because I don't really give a fuck about my YouTube channels. I mean, I care more about Theoda's videos in the terms of the videos I make for it, but views-wise and shit like that, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. Because, like, I like making videos. I like doing these videos as well. These videos are kind of fun. I like my other channel because I get to, like, do videos that are more, like, that I get to talk about my own shit, I get to talk about my own opinions and stuff like that. I don't have to, talk about someone else like this on that channel, and it's more creative than this. This channel is not creative, but I like this channel because I get to fart out videos like this.
Completely subjective, because what do you consider good or bad? Is it good with the quality?
Oh my god, he's asking your fucking opinion about it. Answer the fucking question. Why is he like, best and worst years on YouTube? What? I don't know how to answer that. I don't know what you like. Because, like, I can tell you what I like, but you might not agree with that, so I can't answer this question. What? Answer the question!
Content that I put out on YouTube, is it financially how I did?
Oh my god, it could be anything! Just answer what you want to answer. You can answer any way you fucking want. He's asking you for best and worst year for YouTube. It could mean anything. Just answer what answer you feel the most is more relevant to you. How do you not fucking know how to answer fucking questions? You're fucking 34 years old. Shout out to Wes Rules throws 10 bits at me. Hey Theo, and wants to know what you thought about the 5 out of 5 review from Arby's. I wasn't really paying attention to that review. Oh man, fucking, there's a stream going on? Oh shit, dude. I don't know if I want to. Should I just cancel this for now and go to that stream? I'll go to that stream later. I'll open it in another tab, and I'll get back to that. There you go. We'll do that. We'll do that instead. Unless it's a recording. Whatever. Okay, we'll go back to this. Look in the comments, Theo. Okay, I'll look in the comments. Cleo's a motherfucker! God damn it! Cleo is a goddamn rabbit, you fucking peasant. Kiss her motherfucking paws. Goddamn people bullying my fucking rabbit. Wow. Shout out to Tabrizi, sends me 666 bits. Phil is 35. Dude, God, 35. He's 35 years old and he can't answer a simple fucking question.
Years like 2010 or 2011 were my best years on YouTube. Some people right now never watched my original stuff and they like the stuff I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Like, some people are saying that since I started the more emphasis on live streams, that my content's been completely reinvigorated and all this stuff.
No. Again, they don't care about what they think is the best and worst series of YouTube. They don't care what Bill, who loves your videos, care. They want to know what Phil Burnell's opinion is on YouTube, on his YouTube channel relating to him, which could be anything he wants it to be. And also, your fucking content on Twitch is terrible. It doesn't sound reinvigorated. It sounds miserable, sounds fucking phoned in, and fucking garbage. We, in Freedom Chat, I know, crazy place to be, we watched a This Is How You Don't Play of Dragon Age Origins. And let me tell you, that commentary was fucking something. It felt raw, it felt energetic, it felt passionate. I mean, it was still a fucking DSP, so he said a lot of dumb shit, but it was something. Now it's, well, Chloe's wearing a shirt. Wow. Going down the street, man, Chloe got a fucking ass, dude. Wow. Oh, shout out to Brightside Viking for the $1,100,000 cheer, saying, I'm the cheerleader now, bitches. And he's the cheerleader of the stream.
3 to 4 years. So it's very subjective, and you're asking me, honestly, I don't think about it. I don't sit here and reminisce and say, man, this year was my best year and this year was my worst year.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't do that, guys. He doesn't do that. Oh, man, I miss the days of YouTube where I could just play games and have fun. We're going on a fucking field trip, guys. We're going on a field trip. Hold on to your fucking pants, guys. We're gonna go on a little fucking field trip. Where's our boy's YouTube channel? Mr. Huff Stuff. There it is. There he is. Let's see. Hacked. Forum post. Demonetization policy. Does he say it here? Did our boy get it or not? Oh fuck! I don't think he got it. Well, I know another channel that got it. They got what I'm looking for. Where is he? David Davidson. There he is. He got it. I know he got it, dude.
To look on the internet and understand the game at a high tournament level. I'm not trying to play these people and learn. Yes, learn. If I tried to learn from the shit that I'm seeing online. Yes, learn. If I tried to learn from is just coming out of your mouth like your ass is your mouth. You're shitting nonsense on the stream chat. You're so lazy to not even take 2 seconds to look on the internet and find. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Here he comes.
Well, good matches redacted. You know, it would be really nice if
Here it is.
now mods in the stream chat could stop acting stupid. Dude, B-They's like, Phil, I'm so upset that Phil's acting so bad to his viewers and fans and stuff. When did I? I was talking to the people who were insulting me in the stream chat and saying I suck at the game and all this stuff. I wasn't talking to the people who were being nice or people who understand the game. Like, what are you talking about? People just fucking relax. People get so fucking butthurt about everything. This game sucks online. For a pro player like me, it's very disappointing to have to this is the only version of the game anyone plays and have to play this very inferior version of the game. People in the stream chat are being trolls. All right? So if they're going to troll, I'm gonna call them out. That's all it is.
Go.
Stop being I'm so sensitive. Phil said something to a single viewer. Relax. Calm down. It's
Yeah, it's fucking talk down to your fucking mods that do the work for free.
not the end of the fucking world. Holy shit. I swear to God, people, when I started this on YouTube and shit, I said such ridiculous things on purpose, and no one cared. Now it's 2017, God forbid, someone blatantly is insulting me and saying shit in the stream chat because they don't understand the fucking game. I say something back, oh my God, we're so offended. Grow up, grow fucking pair.
Yeah, he doesn't look back and reminisce about the old times of YouTube, guys. He never said this, dude. This was perspective talk, I guess. You know, when he talks about KO Gaming, I guess he never mentions about how he missed the days of YouTube where he could just upload videos and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here, Phil. Who are you fooling?
Pushing forward. I'm more about looking forward than looking back.
And he always fucking talks about Super Turbo all the fucking time. I don't look back, I look forward. I was 4th place on Evo. I was the best. Let me tell you about fucking Ultra Street Fighter. Let me tell you about Ultra Street Fighter 2, dude, okay? I was the best Street Fighter player that played Ultra Street... Oh my god. Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo, okay? I got 4th place in Evo. That's like almost 1st place. That's like 3 spots away from 1st place. That's how good I am, dude, okay? Come on!
The kind of person I've always been. So, for me, I can't even honestly answer your question because if you have specific criteria, like, what was your best year financially on YouTube? Okay, I could sit down and look at the numbers and say it was this year. Not this year, but, you know, it was this specific year, pointing to the past.
I got my ears plugged now.
Just the generalized question, I can't answer. Okay?
Yeah, you can! Just answer the best... Oh my god, he's 35 years old. He doesn't fucking get how to answer a fucking question. What a fucking idiot.
Next question, do you think it was a mistake moving to Washington?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get another beer, guys. I know, this is almost done, actually, so I'm gonna drink this right now, and then I'm gonna go get another beer. There we go. So... I don't know if I should stop the recording. No, I'll stop the recording just in case. I don't fucking care about editing at this point. Ask the King. I had to go back and get some beer. You know, I finished one beer. I had to get another one to finish this part off. I got Rosemary's Baby. This is a pretty good, interesting flavor. It comes out seasonally. It only comes out during the fall or around this time because it's kind of like Halloween themed. I don't know why it's in August. I would expect to see this in September or October, but okay, it is what it is. So this is called Rosemary's Baby. It's an ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, aged in rum barrels with vanilla beans. So it's another beer with vanilla in it. So let's see how it tastes. What the fuck? I got a phone call. What? This is a very interesting beer. It's not bad. I don't know how to describe it. I do taste the pumpkin in it. I do taste the vanilla a little bit. Very, very faint. The vanilla is pretty faint, which is good. I like that. I like that the vanilla is not as overpowered as oh, what am I thinking of? it's not as overpowered as the last beer I drank. So, there we go. So, he's answering a new question, which is okay. The question is, was it a mistake moving to Washington? Well, I did not move to Washington, so I cannot say. So, for him, I think it was a mistake. But
Washington, after everything that happened in the last few years, no. And I've answered this question a million times. You must not have been paying attention. No. Moving to Washington was a great choice. It got me out of a condo where, for my health purposes, was horrible for me. The condo, number one, was way too expensive taxes-wise and everything I was doing there. I was paying so many extra taxes living in Connecticut just because I lived in fucking Connecticut and operated the business out of Connecticut. I'm talking a ridiculous amount of money, like thousands upon thousands of dollars of taxes a year going to the state of Connecticut. And by the way, they didn't do anything with that fucking money that did anything good. They just fucking blew it because the actual government in Connecticut is absolutely fucking terrible and falling apart at the seams.
pretty much, I guess.
The internet was far worse in Connecticut. Remember how many internet problems I had when I lived in Connecticut? At least twice a year, I'd have like a fucking week where my internet would be down, wouldn't be working, and fucking stupid Optimum Online couldn't figure out what the problem was, could never resolve the issues. It was awful for the business. I couldn't do as much. I couldn't have a nice office like this with soundproofing and everything. No, just look, the visual quality.
Oh, yeah.
The audio quality.
Yeah, the fucking visual quality is so much better. Okay.
The stuff I used to do before I moved to Washington was way worse. But also,
no, I would argue that his video quality and shit got worse when he moved.
Basically, my health, all right, my health is better. Like back then, I had a back injury. My back injury was really bad, and because of things like, for example, the weather, it'd be super duper fucking humid and hot in the summer. Then we'd have ice and snow in the winter, and even though I had a bad back, I had to shovel snow to get my car out. And shit.
He had to shovel his fucking drive. Oh man. I have a fucking neighbor that's like in her 80s and 90s. 80s or 90s, one of those two. And she is able to shovel her driveway.
Wasn't good, and I would re-injure my back constantly and everything. Now things are way different. Like, because I live in a moderate climate, I don't have these kind of risks or threats anymore. My back is basically much, much better now. Now, of course, there's a whole other can of worms. My throat and stuff gets fucked up.
Dude,
it used to get fucked up in Connecticut too.
Oh my god, this is what I was like thinking about, you know, in my mind. Last year or so, like when he was with Leanna, every time he would get sick or whatever, or call out sick or call in a sick day or whatever, he fucking would say, well, Leanna had a cold, okay? And her cold fucking traveled to me somehow. I don't know how it happened to it, okay? So it came to me, and now it's like giving me all kinds of problems. It's wound up my throat. It fucking it made me eat lozenges. Come on. Now, since they broke up, it's the allergies, dude. The allergies are coming to get me. It's the fucking gardeners. It's the fucking sun. It's the fucking plants. The fucking planetary detractors. He never once complained about his allergies at all. Last year or the year before. Now, out of the fucking blue, his allergies causing him problems. Okay, guys. Let's put in our theory caps for a second. It's time for a Theo theory time. My theory is that he lies about getting sick. Obviously, it's an obvious theory. Everyone probably thought this. Fair enough, but now it has more fuel to the fire. When he was with Leanna, he kept saying it was Leanna. Oh, Leanna got sick, so I got sick. Alright, no one questioned that because it made sense. But he never once complained about allergies. She's out of the fucking picture. She's gone. She's gonzo. Now it's the allergies. They're coming to get me. Yeah, okay. I have allergies too, and I could probably do a video and do a stream, do all kinds of shit while having allergies.
But overall, for the business, the quality of stuff I put out, and also for my personal physical health, all right, things are better right now.
Personal health, he looks fatter now. Like, again, I've looked at an older video that was like last year or a year before. He had like he wasn't in shape, but he wasn't as fat as he is now. Now he's a little bit more flabby, he has fucking tits, etc., etc.
Overall, yeah, things are kind of fucked financially and stuff like that. Financially, there's some problems. Financially, sadly, I am in a kind of a bind. There's situations where, right now my finances aren't going so well, and hopefully I can bounce back from that. Hopefully I'll be able to eventually get out of that situation, and I'll be able to, make things better. But for right now, overall, there's a lot of positives weighed in with, this financial negative, and hopefully I can get past the financial negative. All right?
All right.
All right, the final patron question. Then we can finally get to forum questions.
Yeah,
right?
finally we can get to the forum questions. Stupid people gave me money. Let's see the last question. Okay, this is a good one. How to deal with internet bullying, both personally and in general, and would censoring what people can say on the internet be censorship? Where is the line? Okay. How to deal with internet bullying? Just block them. That's why you have that feature. Yeah, that person could make a sock account. They could still look at your stuff through incognito mode. They can do all kinds of stuff. To me, I had some people that were kind of annoying me and all that. I ended up blocking them on Twitter because I just didn't want to see it anymore. I just wanted a fucking break. So that's why I did that. Sometimes I meet them. I know, obviously, that they could still look at my, on my stream. They can still look at, what I do. And, if they want to do that, they want to do that. So what? It sucks. It's hard. It's just that when you kind of go after them, when you like, talk about them, when you're like, the fuck you, you're a fucking idiot, dude. If you tell that to a person who's bullying you, that's just gonna make it worse. It's gonna give them more motivation to fucking do it. Sometimes, the way I do, I just give them nonsense in return. I either agree with them with whatever they're saying, like yeah, dude, got it. That kind of shit. I just kind of either roll with it. If it's too much and I don't really want to do it, I just block them. Because I don't want to see it, because if I see it and I respond to it, then they'll continue doing it. So if I block them and I don't respond to them, they're gonna eventually lose interest. And with the internet, there's always a rising surge of other people that they'll go after. It's not like you're not the only one person that's the end all be all for them. And it's shitty. It sucks. It sucks, but I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Bullying is tough regardless. Bullying is not an easy fucking issue or situation to be in, and it sucks for the victim of it, and that does suck. Some of the things that have gone to DSP, for example, like the false copyright strikes, the copyright strikes this year, the swatting, that kind of stuff. Oh, the hacking that he got last week or so. Yeah, that's kind of shitty, and I don't think that it was nice or fair for them to do. I mean, be it granted that Jackie Chan did have kind of a reason to file those copyright strikes that when he did. To be fair, he had a reason to do it. You might say that it wasn't a good enough reason or whatever. That's for you to decide. That I'm not the fucking judge here. But for me, I think the other stuff that's kind of, no reason, like a DDoS attacks, that kind of stuff, it is kind of shitty. And I do think that it is shitty for people to do that to DSP. Yeah, I don't like him, but I wouldn't go out of my way to, like, end his fucking career or something. This is the most I'll ever do about DSP. I'm not gonna be like, oh, wait, guys, let's fucking go into his chat, let's post his personal information. I would never do that, because I only go as far as I want, like, as long as it's not something that I would not want to happen to me. Put it that way. If I did a video that I said something shitty and someone wanted to make a video responding to me. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I said something shitty and you want to talk about that. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, we can at least talk about it. Okay. Would censoring censoring what people can say on the internet be censorship? That question answered itself, literally. Would censoring what people can say on the internet be censorship? If I breathe in oxygen and I exhale carbon dioxide, does that mean I'm breathing? Like, of course that's censorship. Of course that's fucking censorship. But the thing with creating rules for what you can and can't say, honestly, is just terms of service. If you have to agree to them, you have to agree to them, and that's that. Each website has their own rule. It's like YouTube has their own rules that you have to agree with when you use their site, and they have every right to enforce those rules because it's their website. Like when you go to DSP's forum, he does have the right to do whatever he fucking wants on that forum. You know, you could criticize the amount of censorship that some states might enforce, like DSP's forum, for example. You might be critical of that, but at the same time, it is his website.
Finally, after that, so this is from. Oh, Brightside Viking actually asked this. Brightside Viking.
Oh, Brightside Viking asked this.
He says, "Internet bullying is obviously a problem that you've been struggling with for a long time now, where real defamation has taken place. Do you have
real defamation?
It's
a real defamation, Phil. The fucking detractors, they're watching your vids and they're saying all kinds of things. Here's some money, Phil. I'll give you more money."
Curb the problem without it being a threat to free speech. And do you think that there should be some processes in place to hold people accountable for what they say on the internet, and what might that be? That is similar than
that's not even in the fucking description. Yeah, he had a question. Wow, I gotta hear that again.
I think that there should be on how to curb the problem without it being a threat to free speech. And do you think that there should
how to stop bullying without risking free speech? Okay. I'll tell you right now, no matter what you do, it's gonna infringe on free speech. No matter what you fucking do. It's the same discussion that people have with hate speech. I don't like hate speech, obviously. I don't think hate speech should be a thing we should tolerate. But they could always have the argument of, well, I should have the freedom to say that thing. To say whatever I want to say. Okay, but you have every right to think that, to say whatever you want with hate speech. Okay, but just because you have that right or freedom to say it, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the freedom to go on other websites and spread that hate speech. Those websites like YouTube have the right to say, okay, this is too offensive, we're removing the video. That's why there's a report feature on fucking YouTube. If you're trying to do a speech at a college or something, and the subject that you're talking is something that the college does not want to have on their campus, they have the right to deny you. Yeah, you have the free speech of saying that. Twitter can also have the right to remove your tweet or hide your tweet because of that. Yeah, you have the right to say that stuff, but that doesn't mean that the sites and everything else have to agree with it or have to support it. It's different from, and people can say, well, whatever happened to, we will fight for what you, for the right for you to say it, but not for what it means or whatever. Well, that is true if the person is being threatened with their life for what they said or something. Okay, fine. But if you say something that is offensive and against the rules of the current website you're in, then you can't really complain when those rules are enforced on you. Like, if I went on Facebook and posted a naked woman or pornography on Facebook, I can probably feel confident that my account will either be banned or whatever, because that's the fucking rule there.
Should be some processes in place to hold people accountable for what they say on the internet, and what might that be?
The things that they can hold accountable is just that they they give them warnings, and if they do it three times, then they lose their account. There you go.
That is similar than taking people to court for it. Okay.
Threaten to shut down their
Well,
channel.
let me put it this way. Internet bullying is a major problem. Obviously, yeah, it's affected me and my business. Absolutely, it has. But just in general, the fact that people now, because the internet is a thing and social media and so much of our life is now digital and virtual rather than in person, it's a whole new can of worms when you open that up to a social aspect. I couldn't imagine growing up as a teenager.
Oh yeah,
now,
that's funny.
Because when I was growing up as a teenager, yes,
Like,
there was
okay, Liquid MK, shout out to you, friend. Brings up that Brightside Viking, our favorite slave of the DSP fandom, said wanted to send a takedown request on the Kiwi Farms thread that's about him. That's imposing free speech, Brightside Viking. You can't fucking do that without breaking the First Amendment.
But really, like, the epitome of interaction on the internet was posting on a forum or instant messenger, instant messaging between your friends or whatever.
Instant messenger.
But
I remember
outside of that,
I remember those days.
Outside of that, it wasn't a big deal. You didn't have cyberbullying where people would post shit up on your fucking Facebook and Twitter and troll you and expose things and dox you and do all this nasty shit to you. It just didn't exist. And so for me, it was a lot of in-person bullying. There's people who'd bully me in person, push me around and give me wedgies and shit, and
Oh yeah, okay, sure. Oh yeah, he's the one that got wedgies. Sure he was. Okay. Really? I want you guys, viewers, stream viewers, whichever one comes first. Who do you think was more bullied in their childhood? Me or DSP? Who do you think gets more bullied when we were in school? That's right, me. Look at him. Okay, first off, the way that he talks to people, the way that he fucking acts, does not give me a fucking... There's nothing about him that tells me that he was bullied back then, because if he was, he would understand why people had such an issue with him, with the things he said. I mean, honestly, that's the one thing, when you get bullied, bullying can be very severe. It can be fucking, it can lead to people killing themselves, or just fucking shit. It was terrible. People should be driven to suicide like that. But at the same time, those people can understand that being nasty to people is so fucking shitty. Why would you want to bully people in that regard? Like, the shit that I went through in elementary school wasn't too bad, but it was still like, I would not want that to happen to anyone else. I would not want stuff that has happened to me when I was being bullied would happen to anyone else, because it's fucking shit. It's fucking shitty. So when I see him, how he acts to people online, how he talks to his fans, how he talks to random viewers or detractors, it does not make me think that this guy was fucking bullied. And I love that he goes to the most generic fucking examples. Give me wedgies, swirlies. I'm sorry, but bullies don't fucking do that. Bullies don't fucking just do wedgies and fucking swirlies. But they don't. They fucking don't. I knew a kid in high school that fucking threw I think it was a basketball to a kid's face that caused his chip to get to crack. Because he threw out, it was like a hard fucking throw. That is not the fucking same as a fucking wedgie. And that is fucking bullying. So I really don't believe this fucking guy is a fucking bully. I don't believe that this guy got fucking bullied. He's a fucking bully. I'm sorry. I don't fucking believe this fucking nonsense that, I was the victim of fucking bullying when I was in school. I don't fucking believe that for a fucking second. No. I'm sorry that was like a little bit of like a heated rage, but if you're gonna say that you were bullied, I don't know, man. Like, it just doesn't.
And I had to deal with a lot of that stuff. I am actually curious, has the in-person bullying reduced?
Has the in-person bullying reduced? I'm not even gonna say anything.
Because maybe now, because there's so much, let's face it, it's the era of being politically correct and being an SJW. And is it that now these schools have so become locked down that even if you fuck with anyone in person, that you get expelled from school right away and shit?
Are you fucking kidding? This is fucking diarrhea coming out of his fucking mouth. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, first off, this era of SJW and political correctness, the thing that I fucking hate when people like kind of shit about that, and I'm not saying that necessarily that SJWs are right or Anita Sarkeesian is as like this. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying with people complaining about politically correctness and SJWs is that they've been throwing that excuse around as much as fucking SJWs throw around you're a racist and you're a Nazi. It's the same fucking shit. There's a different side of the fucking coin. Because the thing is that if I walk down a street and I see a black guy and I say, hey, N-word, and I say the N-word, do you think that guy's gonna fucking sit there and laugh and walk away like this, that? He's probably gonna get fucking pissed off at me and probably fucking beat the shit out of me. Depending on the tone I say it, whatever. But if I say something that is offensive that pisses people off, of course people are gonna be fucking upset about it. That's why people are like saying that this is insulting, this is offensive, this and that, blah blah blah. Yes, of course there are people that will exaggerate it, abuse that claim of racism and sexism. Okay, fair enough. That of course there are people who would just be triggered easily. But when you cry about politically correctness and SJWs, just think about how that makes you look. Because you're complaining about something like if I go around saying, hey man, that's kind of fucked up what you just said, that doesn't mean I'm a fucking SJW or that, oh man, you're not PC and this, that. I'm just saying that's fucked up, and you know, anyone could make that kind of thought. I mean, it's just kind of common sense. And that's what that whole debate between anti-SJWs and SJWs kind of baffles me, because they're both kind of not self-aware about it, because yeah, you have the right to be a dick, but why do you want to be an asshole? Like, yeah, if I see a trans person down the street and they say, and they prefer to be, you know, called a her or a she or whatever, why not just do that? Well, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Why go through the hassle of going through an argument and pissing someone off because you have the right to be an asshole? Like, why?
So now it's all become digital? I don't know, because I don't live...
And schools... And the other thing it brings up, which is fucking dumb, I gotta hear that again, actually.
Schools have so become locked down that even if you fuck with anyone in person, that you get expelled from school right away and shit like that.
If you fucking harm physical violence or mental violence, I'm sure the schools will fucking take taking that fucking seriously. I don't know why I'm fucking spacing on words today, but whatever.
And so now it's all become digital? I don't know, because I don't live...
Like, why would schools sit there and be like, oh, you said he's a dummy? Okay, you're expelled later. No, they're gonna do the same thing as they do all the time. Look at the situation and give a rightful punishment for it. Whatever.
So I couldn't answer that question for you. But yeah, the second half of the question here, he says, is there a way to curb the problem without it being a threat to free speech? I don't know. This is a huge overarching issue, all right? The internet and anonymity behind bullying someone and stuff like that on the internet. It just so happens that when I started becoming popular on the internet is when this became a big thing, and of course that's how people found all these ways to fuck with me and everything over the years, right? Yeah, I mean, do I have like great advice? I don't. I've been looking myself for a solution for years. How do you stop it? You can't. Even fucking YouTube allows it. And that's the sad part. You can report all these bullying videos and everything on YouTube and they still fucking allow it, which is ridiculous. Like,
actually, those of you who sub to this channel know of the time that I did videos on this channel, on this one particular channel. I'm not gonna name the channel because, you know, I don't want anything to do with this channel, or I don't want to start any shit with the channel. But this guy was making videos about, you know, core and avatar and all this stuff, so I decided to make a kind of an endure of that because I wanted to kind of express my differencing opinions of it and explain it, because this particular YouTuber, I actually talked to him in the past, and he is almost like DSP in that regard, where he just blocks me immediately. I said I disagree with you, and then he blocked me for disagreeing with him and giving him reasonable reasons why I disagree with him. He's the kind of guy that tries to tell you that an opinion can be a fact. That's what I was dealing with. So I did a video about that, and I got a community strike for it. This channel got a community strike for those videos. So, I sat there. I was like, this guy has such a tiny little channel, and he's doing this. He's making these videos because he wants to, and I feel like an asshole going after this particular guy because he's not like a DSP of the internet. He's just this small channel that's just doing these little videos that he wants, and I'm just here like fucking roasting his ass. Like it felt shitty of me. So I was like, oh, you know what, and I moved on from that. So yeah, YouTube does take that somewhat seriously. It's just that they probably get a lot of it, so it, either goes through the cracks or whatever. It's not a perfect system.
I don't know why they do, because it's obvious that it's negative and it's not what they want on the website. Do you think a bullying video on YouTube, all these negative shit that's said about me constantly and stuff, is advertiser friendly? No, advertisers don't want to advertise on a fucking video that's...
No one monetizes your videos, Phil. I mean, I know some people might have in the past or whatever, but I don't monetize this shit. I don't monetize my fucking DSP videos because that's fucking dumb. That's like lazy. That's laziness to me.
That's slander against someone, but YouTube allows it. It's really the responsibility for stopping this stuff is in the hands of these companies who are social media. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. These places need to regulate, what goes on. Now you might say, but like Viking just said,
I like how he kind of slams SJWs, but he's acting like an SJW right now.
Against free speech. You're right. It absolutely is. It's against free speech. But there's got to be a line that has to be drawn. And the question is, where is that line? And I'm not here to answer that kind of question for you.
The line should be drawn when the bullying gets to the point where it gets malicious. Where it gets malicious. And I know that, this kind of stuff that I'm doing, I don't consider this malicious that much at all, because I'm watching a video and I'm just kind of talking about it. I'm not sitting here saying, oh man, this fucking guy, oh man, I hope this happens to him tomorrow, or this and that. I'm not really expressing any of that. But I'm just sitting here watching these videos and kind of recording my reaction to it.
I don't know. For me, the thing is, I don't care about, I'm so above it. You're not going to sit here and see me do, today, instead of doing a productive gameplay stream or a Q&A session with my viewers and fans, I've decided I'm just going to sit here and just fucking ass blast someone and make fun of them.
Yeah, he only does it during gameplay. We're going to go back to this video.
When I started this on YouTube, like me, it's very disappointing to have to... Oh my god. Well, good matches redacted. Stream chat could stop. It would be really nice if now mods in the stream chat could stop acting stupid.
But he doesn't ass blast people, dude.
Dude, Be-They's like, Phil!
Be-The, mocking
Phil said
Be-The.
Phil's acting so bad to his viewers and fans and stuff. When did I?
But, he doesn't ass blast anyone. Okay.
A new asshole for a good 3 hours straight and slander them because that's what I'm all about. And I'm getting viral views from immature little shits because
viral
that's
views.
What I do. I'll never do that. I'm not the kind of person. So it's going to be up to these social media networks to decide what they want on their businesses and what they don't, honestly.
Take a sip, chew the water.
Should there be processes in place to hold people accountable? Of course there should be. That's the problem, though, is that there isn't. Or if there is, like, for example, people streaming on Twitch, even if they're blatantly violating the terms of service in a horrendous way, you get a slap on the wrist, because what they do is they suspend you, and then they bring you back and say, if you ever do it again, now you'll get a permanent ban. So you could even have these people doing horrendous things, and then they get to come back anyway.
Is he talking about the SOK getting suspended that one time because Brightside Viking got upset that they were streaming the same time that he was streaming? Dude, whatever. I don't stream on Twitch, so I can't really say.
YouTube is kind of hit or miss because YouTube sometimes you'll get disciplined for shit that you didn't even do wrong, like get all your fucking videos demonetized when your content is advertiser friendly, and then you'll have an asshole whose entire channel is just negative, slanderous shit about people, and they're fine. It doesn't make any sense until these social media networks get their shit together. Like
Whatever.
I said, there's really nothing that any of us can do. It's not in our power. I can't sue every person who does a negative video about me. That's preposterous. And I'm far more focused on the positive and doing new stuff and content.
Yeah, except the time that he wanted to sue Atlas for the copyright strike and all that stuff. But okay.
About, oh my God, someone's saying something negative again about me today. The latest one, this is hilarious, because people are tweeting it to me, which is so stupid because I don't care. Some guy, I guess, went back years ago. So, because think about it, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, when was the last time I played that game for YouTube, right? Years upon years ago. I don't even know if I ever did a direct capture. That might have been the era of the camera. I don't even know. He went back, and apparently there's certain matches that I played in Third Strike that it uploaded replays to, like, their servers or whatever, and I guess those replays capture your button inputs. So what they're doing, frame by frame, they're going through my matches, and they're saying, oh, look, during the match, Phil said that the game didn't give him the move he wanted, but here's where his actual inputs are, and see, he did this, not what he claimed he wanted, therefore he's at fault. And apparently he put this video out, and now people are tweeting me about it. Complete asshole, complete idiot. It's completely stupid and false, because guess what? The inputs that are captured...
What does that have to do with bullying? That's just him posting a video of saying, like, look, he said this, and then look at this video that says this. I'll be honest. I'm an honest man. I'll be real with you, okay? I am surprised he did not bring up the whole thing with Agents of Mayhem. During that stream, when he got hacked and all that stuff, I'm surprised he did not bring that up. I would have expected him to bring that up. Like, oh, earlier this week I was playing Agents of Mayhem, having a good time, and then stream notes going down. And then I found out that some guy hacked my accounts, dude. But he doesn't bring that up. Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, on the Call of Duty World at War beta stream yesterday, he was convinced that there was that he was getting a DDoS attack, but it wasn't. Okay. You're not honest, you're Greek. Wes, that's fucking racist. You know what? I'm gonna put your name on a list. I'm gonna make sure that the admins ban your ass. Okay, Wes? You don't get to talk about my heritage because I'm a real Greek. I'm an authentic Greek.
Captured on an online replay are the inputs that the central server, whatever you want to call it, got. Not the input that I put into the controller, but after the lag, after the latency problems, the input drops, whatever resulted as an input is what's captured in those replays, not physically what's actually pushed on the controller. So the entire video...
Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. I've looked at some of my own replays with button inputs, and they seem to match up with what I was doing. And I remember my matches, and I remember, oh yeah, this is the move I wanted to do, and there's the buttons that I put in. There you go.
Fucking erroneous. Now, should I sit here and make a whole video series about it and then fucking give this guy copyright takedowns and fucking sue him? Or I could just say, fuck it, the guy's an idiot, and anyone who watches the video and believes it is a fucking gullible idiot, so I don't care, and I'm just gonna go on, and I'm gonna do Ask the King, and I'm gonna fucking make videos of gameplay and have fun and keep doing what I'm doing. That's the attitude I have. There's no reason for every little idiot who attacks me to go after them. It's sad because there are thousands of gullible morons, including big fucking YouTubers, who believe completely nonsensical things because I don't address every one of them and pick them the fuck apart to make the facts of the matter come through. But that's not what I'm about. It's not what I'm about. And I'm not going to bother with it. Okay. So now we're finally getting on to forum questions. What time? Okay. I got time for one or two forum questions before we take a break. By the way, folks, I do apologize. I can confirm that the internet is having intermittent issues today, and it's not a DDoS attack because when the internet had it, both my upstairs and my downstairs modems blipped at the same time, which means in general the internet here went down, which isn't possible through a DDoS attack. So it's not that, it's something's going on with the internet here right now, which is why if you're watching live on stream, the stream kind of chopped up a couple times, and nothing I can do about it. Okay?
Why have this in the video? Why not save it
All
until
right.
you're done with it?
So now on to forum questions.
Okay, this question is pretty good because it's a generic question. Have violent video games led to behavioral problems with kids? Oh my. Again, I won't be able to film any reviews tonight. Multiple companies trying to get. Oh my god! Okay, guys. I gotta look at this. I'm gonna we're going on fucking Twitter. Go on Twitter, guys. We're going on Twitter, dudes. New window. Live update, guys. This is a live fucking update. Okay, there we go. We got this up. So he thought he was being hacked. I don't quite get it. I don't quite get how he thought he was getting hacked on Twitter, I guess. Then he posts a tweet saying testing. Okay. And then he says, once again, I won't be able to film any reviews tonight. Stuck on hold with multiple companies trying to get stuff fixed. What a great life. But remember, guys, we are fucking... Oh, shit, you don't see my face cam. You don't see me, dude. But remember, we're jealous of him. We are jealous of DSP. We're jealous of his life, you know. And he's stuck on hold with multiple companies. Okay, first off, I want to say if he is getting hacked, that's shitty. That's terrible. I really hope that he's not getting hacked. That is fucking shitty, to be honest. But I remember when he got hacked earlier this week. Okay, I should stop clapping. When he got fucking hacked, he said immediately, well, maybe I should change my phone number. Maybe I should change my passwords, but I gotta eat dinner. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, but if you get fucking hacked, the first thing you should fucking do is change your fucking passwords. Fix it immediately. Because who knows what fucking access that person could get into. Why leave that possibility open? So, him getting hacked because he didn't change his fucking password is not to be mean, but that's kind of what you get. That's like, you know, driving a car and then your mechanic tells you, hey, you need to fix this part of your car, otherwise the car is going to explode and you won't be able to drive your car ever again. And you're like, you know, I could fix that, but I want to go home and watch TV, so I'm just going to drive the car and go home and watch TV. And then you drive it and then the car explodes and you're like, I should have gotten it fixed! Like, how do you get hacked and not do anything to fix it? You know, I know people who got hacked or who got their accounts hacked, and guess what they did right after they found out? You guessed it. They made sure that they fixed the fucking problems. Like back when the PlayStation Store was hacked, this was back in 2011, I think. I was back in college when this happened, and I had my debit card associated with my PSN account, and when I saw that, I was like, oh fuck, they might have gotten my number. So I went to my bank immediately, and I told them, hey, I need you to change my card, I need you to fix this because my account number might have been leaked, and I just want to get something new, so whatever. And that's what I did, and I didn't have any problems. Because I didn't want to take the fucking risk that someone had my number. When you get hacked, you want to act as fast as you possibly fucking can. Because it's serious fucking business. So, when he got hacked, that should have been a fucking red flag that he should probably change some passwords. Oh my god, man. Okay. Let's get back to fucking Ask the King. It's just fucking... I can't believe he fucking did that shit. He's so fucking dumb. Oh, I got hacked. Better not, change my passwords or anything.
Oh wait, actually, well, I'll do the shout outs afterward. This question is from I Will Break You. And he says, Phil, this may have been asked before, but do you think that violent video games can lead to behavioral problems in kids? Every so often, a school, mall, movie theater shooting, etc.
Okay, so this question is this. Oh my god, man. My answer is this. I don't think there's a correlation with that. I think it is with how they're raised, how their parents raise them. Because honestly, the only way that violent video games can affect a kid when they're growing up and when they're developing and all that would probably be that. What else? What was he to say? Would probably be that they don't understand that a video game is fake and that it's not real. And that's honestly what parents should be teaching their kids and making sure they understand, hey, this video game is fake, it's all fantasy, this and that. That's probably what they should be doing. I don't think it's necessarily the cause of video games. I mean, if you go back in history, there was a time in the 60s or 70s that people are trying to allude that Elvis Presley's dance was causing violence or whatever. Was calling people to be more violent or whatever, and that's fucking ridiculous. He's just fucking dancing. So I don't agree. These school shootings, these shootings that he brings up as examples, I don't think are caused by fucking video games. And these people who are causing these shootings are people who are old, or old enough to buy a gun. Like, 18-year-olds, all that kind of stuff, or people who get access to their parents' guns. And it's not, as I said, it's, when that shit happens, it's the gun's fault that these shootings happen. It's that there's a lot of factors with it. It's the mental health of these kids, of these people who can get access to guns. It's, maybe the parents not, have good gun safety. Maybe they didn't put their gun in a safe place away from their son that might have or might be mentally unhealthy or mentally unstable, whatever. These kind of things. There's a lot of issues with this. This is why when a shooting happens, there's a lot of talk about it because it is serious. It's a serious thing, and we don't want it to happen again. And it's just that we can't take away the rights of guns. We can't take away no one can buy guns anymore. We can't do that, but we can add at least some more safety measures to guns to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And people say, well, just teach gun safety in schools, or teach gun safety to your kids, or everyone should have a gun, and this and that, but, that's still that doesn't remedy the problem, because you can't really assume that everyone's gonna have good gun safety lessons. I mean, it's like, a lot of people have different schools of thought with sex education, and not all schools of thought with sex education works. That's the issue. That's the issue that gun safety has. And blaming video games is kind of dumb. I would be more leaning to the family first, because it all depends on how you're raised. My parents were very good. Like, they disciplined me very well when I was a kid. I was a violent kid when I was young, by the way. I was like biting kids. I was getting into fights, all that kind of shit. And I was also getting bullied on top of that. But every time I did something wrong, my parents would fucking discipline the shit out of me, and I was like, okay, well, I can't be a bad boy anymore.
Occurs, and the media always seems to insert that the individual played a ton of games like Grand Theft Auto, or Call of Duty, or violent video games. Do you really think video games are the cause for violent actions in kids or teens? No. I'll tell you what the cause of violent actions in kids or teens are.
Oh, this would be good. This would be
mental
good.
illness, abuse, bad parenting.
Mental illness. I mean that does kind of make sense, but that seems too general. Hold on, that's a good Freedom chat. We got an emote.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of common things that you can see in these people who do fucked up things, and there's all these commonalities, but instead of addressing those problems that are the commonalities, we have to find the scapegoat. That's what it is. And video games are always the fucking scapegoat. How is it, folks? Out of the millions upon millions of people who buy every Grand Theft Auto game and play every Call of Duty, why don't we have millions of mass murderers? Why aren't they all out there shooting everyone?
Because, well, the thing is that with shootings, not all of them, maybe not all of them get reported, but also, if you look at statistics, last I heard, I don't know how recent this is, but there's a statistic that America gets the most shootings than any other country on this planet. Now, I don't know if that has changed over the years. I don't know if that report has changed since the last time I looked at it. I don't know. I'm just going off for my own last memory of looking at these statistics, is that we are, statistically having the most shootings than any other country. And that could be for many reasons. Who knows? But, okay.
And chopping each other's necks, right? Because that's not the root cause, obviously. Because what you're doing is you're taking these people who already have problems, mental issues, maybe their quality of life is terrible, they're abused by their friends or their kids or just their life situation, their parents are awful parents who don't fucking take care of the kids and or do their parental responsibilities. And then those people go out there and do these fucked up things. It's not the fucking video game, stupid. You have to actually be stupid to say that. And it's hilarious because we have lawmakers who've gone out there and said it. They're just so stupid. And if you just go right to their face and say, why is it that we don't have millions of mass murderers? They won't have anything to say. But no one does it. It's such a simple question to answer, All right. Next question.
All right, next
from
question.
MDC Fan 101. He says, Phil, I know that...
Next question is... Oh, this is the last question of this part, so there you go. Will I ever get back into comics? For me, I've been kind of in and out of comics. I kind of got back into them. But I'm not a diehard into them because I'm very picky with comics. Because once... I can pull up an example. I have a whole shelf here of books, guys. Unbelievable, I know. Hold on, I'm gonna pull one out. Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. Got it. Alright, so I like comics and all that. I have a lot of good Batman comics. My favorite one that I have is probably Batman Noir, I think it's called. That was a good one. It's all done black and white. It's a really good... Yeah, it's Batman... Yeah, Batman Noir. It's a really good book. I recommend it. It's really good. Really good. But, Wes, I am looking for Mr. Miracle. I've been going to Barnes & Noble and looking for that book, so don't worry, I'm looking for it. But I got this book, years ago. Parker. This is a good comic book as well. It has a good art style. Look at the art style. It's so good. I don't know if you can see this. I'm not going to bother opening up ES to look at it, but it's good artwork. I love it. And this is the kind of comics I want to look for. Because I like comics that have more, risky art styles. I feel that with DC and Marvel, their art styles have gone too similar. And I know that there are a lot of DC comics that kind of branch out of different art styles, and I've been trying to find those as well on my own. So that's fine. I also didn't like what they did with the Joker in the New 52, but whatever. So I've been kind of getting back into comics in a way. I'm just not die hard into them just yet. Recently I read Batgirl, The Birds of Prey. That is a fucking good book. I really recommend it. The dialogue is a little bit iffy. There's a lot of, annoying, witty banter sometimes that they make kind of jokes about, stuff that is just kind of odd. But other than that, the overall story and artwork is really good. It's really interesting. I do recommend that one. I also read the Legend of Korra comic that came out, and that was also pretty good. I like the art style. I like it a lot more than the Last Airbender comics. And the Korra comic, does develop the relationship between Asami and Korra better. It does add more development to it, so there's more meat to it, and the story. I mean, the story uh of the Korra comic is pretty straightforward. It's pretty generic. Like, oh, they want to build an amusement park within the spirit world. They can't do that because the spirit world is a lovely place, and this and that. The same kind of plot you've seen before. The only difference is that there is some slight tones of dark in there, which I kind of like. I like the plot with the police in that. I like these dark plots that it has. It's not too dark, obviously, but it's interesting. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Whoa. Phil, I know that you're a huge fan of comic book characters like the X-Men, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, holy shit, Fantastic Four, and so forth. Throughout your career, you've showcased impressive knowledge of these characters and their source material.
Impressive knowledge.
Attempt to get back into reading comic books.
Okay.
Comic books were very much a part of my early to teen years. They were huge. That was the era when comic books were like the big hype thing. Much like video games and internet became the hype thing later on, comic books at a certain point was like this huge thing. Collectibles and comic books were gigantic. And during that period of time, I got heavily into Marvel, somewhat into DC, but mostly into Marvel, and a few other things. Would I ever read comics again? Probably not, I'll be honest. And the reason being is, number one, a lot of these characters and comics things that have been around for so long at this point, they've really jumped the shark or they've done it all. Like, I hear some things that,
Jump the shark. He overused that term so much, so it's kind of hard to take that seriously.
Did you hear what happened in X-Men? This crazy. Did you hear that Captain America has become a Nazi? It's like...
Okay. The Captain America being a Hydra agent, I thought that was a dumb fucking twist, to be honest. I thought that was kind of like, you know, a twist for the sake of being a twist. It's kind of dumb. But the thing that also pissed me off the most about it was that they immediately did a 180 and decided, oh, it was brainwashing. It wasn't real, guys. And I just sat there and I was like, if you're going to do a twist like that by having Captain America be a fucking Hydra agent, fucking stick to it. Have a fucking backbone. You made the fucking twist. Sleep with it. You made your bed and now you have to sleep in it. Like, don't fucking puss out of it because, oh, well, we see that people didn't like this twist. We should just do a 180 and change it. No, fucking own it. Fucking own that twist. You know, like, it's so fucking dumb that they made this big twist and then they're like, okay, never mind, we're not doing this anymore. Like, get the fuck out of here. Come on.
What the fuck? Like, okay, so now they're doing every possible scenario. So, Wolverine is Jesus. Captain America's a fucking Nazi. Superman has 2 penises. It's like just the stupidest shit. Just so they can keep writing these goddamn comic books because they become such pop culture successes. They got to keep going no matter what. Got to keep the cash cow going.
I'm surprised you didn't say hyper or something.
The problem with video games, the problem with comic books in the modern era is that they don't have a logical end. Look at manga, all right?
Manga
does, and of course there's some bad examples there.
Look at manga, guys. Manga has an end. Okay.
But a lot of mangas or anime series and stuff like that, they have a written story with a predicted and or ending in mind.
Or they plan for an ending, but the thing with that is they stretch it out for so long, Naruto, that it's so fucking boring and fucking shitty that you just lose interest. And I'm gonna throw more shit on Naruto because I fucking hate that show, to be honest. I think it's overrated, overhyped piece of something, alright? But I kind of at least appreciate Naruto, but they did another fucking series called Boruto, and I decided I'm gonna rent the movie. I'm gonna see what the movie's all about. The special movie that they made, the Boruto movie, and it was so fucking bad. It was creatively uninspired. There was nothing interesting about it. Everything that was interesting that was there, the movie went out of its way to fucking kill it. Oh, we have technology now. Oh man, isn't this a cool thing? Technology with ninja shit. Wow, amazing, right? Okay, that's fucking bullshit. It's fucking stupid, Boruto. Use the energy that's in you. Okay, fuck technology. I have the power. Like, okay, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, it has a nice little meaning that, oh yeah, it's always in you, but we've been there already. We've been there with Goku, we've been there with Naruto, we've been there with every single character. And the one thing that's interesting that I was curious about, well, that's a piece of shit. Fuck that. Okay. Oh, Boruto, he's not like his dad. He's his own man. He doesn't want to be a ninja at all. He gets to be a fucking ninja, and he wants to be one by the end of the movie. Okay. Oh, he's gonna team up with Sasuke. That's fucking different. Oh man, now Sasuke's gonna be, the thing. He ends up fucking loving his dad after, he hated his dad for being, like, kind of distant or whatever. The fucking movie is so fucking bad. I got really angry at the end of it. I just sat there, I was like, why? They made this movie just to get money. Everything was just so fucking bland. Oh, guess who dates Sakura now? Oh, Sasuke, of course. They get kids. Every single fucking character in Naruto gets fucking kids. Why? Like, say what you will about Legend of Korra to Last Airbender, but at least Legend of Korra did not parade fucking old characters. Not everyone had fucking kids. That's the thing that I will always give credit to Legend of Korra, and I even watched the commentary on Book 1 of Korra, and they literally said in the first episode that they did not want to parade fucking, oh, look at, here's Toph, here's this guy, here's that guy. They could have done it, but they didn't want to. I just can't fucking believe Boruto was just so phoned in, and they did it was like they had a fan made it. It was fan fiction. It was so fucking bad, and I know this is a fucking rant about Boruto, but it was so fucking bad. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. Okay, let's watch this.
But when you've been writing the X-Men since the 1960s, right? Over 50 fucking years, and the X-Men have never aged. It just doesn't make any sense. The comics shouldn't continue, in my opinion. Like, let's have a definitive fucking end, right? For this stuff, and then write new original stuff. But in reality, that's the problem. There is no real new creativity or originality. When you look,
well, they kind of did that with Batman. Actually, they started a new. They have that line of Batman movies, Batman comics, Batman Beyond, which focuses on a new Batman, new characters, all that kind of stuff. You can do that. It's just that they want that established money stuff.
look at people, like the people who created a lot of these comic book characters and stuff in the early days. These were like one-of-a-kind creative people. And it really stands to task that when you see people like Stan Lee and they're lauded as a hero, he really should be.
But, like, the thing is that, like, again, we have other comics. There's other companies. IDW Publishing did this book. IDW Publishing is a good publishing company. I've kind of fallen out of IDW, to be honest, because they started doing licensed shit, which I don't like. Because they used to have great comic book series like 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night was a good fucking comic. And they had this. And they even had Snowpiercer, which is also a good movie, but I didn't read the comics. Image is pretty good. They still have The Walking Dead, which I used to like, and then the Walking Dead comics kind of fell off for me too. Vertigo is something. Vertigo has some books that people might like. Dark Horse. I'm just looking through my list right now. But that's the most I could think of. I don't think I ventured to any other company. I think I just went to IDW, Image, and Vertigo. Because I have and Dark Horse. But you gotta have to look for these things. You can't just, like, you know. Yeah, 30 Days a Night, vacuum that comic. Why vacuum 30 Days a Night? The first comics were good. I mean, honestly, 30 Days a Night, Wes, used to be good. I don't like the newer shit that they did with it. I don't like what it became. I think the first few comics that it was interesting and it was cool. The art style was nice. but the newer stuff that came out of it kind of killed the franchise, and that's why we don't see any more 30 Days of Night.
Because today's creators don't have any of the kind of originality or just,
Oh, vacuum seal. Oh, I thought you meant vacuum, like my vacuum cleaner. Like vacuum it up because it's garbage. Okay. Oh man, I don't have it vacuum sealed. Oops. It could be worth something someday because they'd stop printing them.
Like people like Stan Lee and who's the other guy that created all those characters along with Stan Lee with him at that same era? I always forget. I think Steve. Fuck, I can't remember his name, and I feel bad because there really were like 3 or 4 major creative guys in comic books that just blew it out of the fucking park during this period of time. Yeah, Jack Kirby was one of them. You're
Jack
right.
Kirby?
Jack Kirby. A few people just said Jack Kirby in the stream chat.
Frank
He was
Miller
huge.
okay.
I swear there was a guy that was Steve. No, not Steve Jobs.
Steve Jones, right?
But yeah, there was a bunch of
my friend Steve.
Steve Ditko, right? Yeah.
Who's that?
So they were like dynamos of creating these really original stories and character. You don't get that anymore, right? You don't. Why do you think we have 3 fucking movie series of Spider-Man?
Because Sony wants to make money and they want to make sure that, because each one kind of failed. The one with Tobey Maguire kind of, Spider-Man 3 sucked, so that killed it. The Amazing Spider-Man, the first one people loved, and then the second one people hated it, and then they look back at the first one, they hate that too, I guess. Oh, 30 Days is super rare. Fuck, man. I wonder how much that's worth then.
You gotta reboot the same story 3 times because no one has an original fucking thought in their head, or when they do, it's so fucking stupid and immature, right? You get the dumbest shit. So, no, I don't think I would ever go back to comic books. I don't. It would be too frustrating. Plus, let's also face it, it's a different time. Back then, when I was heavily into comics, one of the coolest thing about them was that you were able to collect them. It was a big thing. Physically, you had this big collection of comics. You could pull them out, read them, and everything in person. Now everything's digital. So, you read it once, oh well, it's a file somewhere, or I have access to it on demand whenever I want or whatever. But it's not the same. Like that era, that cool era, when that was the time to do it, is kind of over at this point. All right. So,
but
now,
it's
folks,
fucking okay. Even if it's digital, it's still worth something. I mean, oh, okay, whatever.
Time for a break. I want to say thank you.
I mean, yeah, you can buy games digitally too, but people still buy them physically. Like I love owning physical stuff. Sometimes it is ultimately a hassle. Sometimes because I when I was moving out of my dorm back home, I lost a lot of fucking games because I had to carry a lot of game cases back with me, and I fucking left them somewhere, and they're gone for good. I lost a limited edition Operation Raccoon City case, and I know someone's gonna say that game fucking sucks, but that case was fucking cool, and I did like that game actually. That game was a pretty cool game.
Thank you for watching part 2. If you're on stream, you've been very patient with the internet, blipping in and out. So thank you. I'm gonna take about a 10-minute break, and I'll come back at part 3, the conclusion. At this point, I've got a few more forum questions and a couple Twitter questions, so we're not so bad off. I think we'll be able to wrap it up in one more part. All right. So thanks. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's gonna be a part 3. Check it out. If you're watching this on stream, it's just gonna go on break for about 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
All right. I'm not gonna do part 3. I'm gonna do part 3 tomorrow. I just don't want to do this right now. I just don't want to do any more because it's gonna be 45 fucking minutes. No. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one, guys.